Hey guys, welcome back to Fiction Fan. I'm your host, Daniel, and what have I told you the loudest, flashiest, most hot-blooded anime of the past decade is also one of the most misunderstood. Black Clover has been called a Naruto clone, a Shonen checklist, even generic. But here's the thing, if you look past the noise, the series sings with heart, purpose, and surprising depth. So today, we're diving into why Black Clover deserves more love, and why it's not another Naruto, but a love letter to what Shonen can be. When Black Clover first aired, it got hit with a wave of criticism. Generic, predictable, just another loud protagonist with a rival who's cooler and quieter. I mean, yeah, Asta screams. A lot. But buried beneath that noise is something rare. A story that understands exactly why we fall in love with these worlds in the first place. Because Black Clover isn't trying to reinvent the shonen formula. It's refining it. It's about persistence over power, heart over heritage, and proving that you can be born with nothing and still carve your name into destiny itself. Let's start with Asta. He's not special, and that's the point. In a world where magic defines your worth, he has none. But instead of despairing, he builds something the world doesn't measure: willpower. Asta's journey mirrors something deeply human. That aching frustration of trying to break into a world that feels rigged against you. And Black Clover doesn't make it easy for him. Every victory costs him something. Every rival, from Yuno to Langris, forces him to grow not through fate, but through effort. That's why the show hits differently if you look past the surface. It's not about magic, it's about resilience. Asta doesn't wield mana, he wields the refusal to quit. Then there's Yuno, calm, gifted, composed. He's everything Asta isn't, and yet he's also chasing the same star, the same dream. Their rivalry isn't born from hatred, it's respect turned into rocket fuel. Where Asta embodies I will, Yuno embodies I can. Two sides of ambition that drive each other forward. A mirror jewel that defines the soul of the series. The beauty of Black Clover lies in how it lets both archetypes coexist. You don't have to be chosen to matter, and you don't have to struggle to be worthy. They're both valid paths to greatness. Now let's talk about Noelle. Arrogant, insecure, broken by her own family's cruelty. But across the story, she becomes something rare, a character who earns her strength, not through rage or revenge, but through acceptance. She learns to believe in herself the same way the Black Bulls believe in her. And that message of found family hits deep for anyone who's ever felt like the flawed one in the group. But Black Clover isn't just about two boys chasing the Wizard King's crown. It's about a kingdom built on inequality, where nobles hoard power while peasants scrape by. It's about classism disguised as destiny. And through characters like Noelle, Luck, and the Black Bulls, we see what happens when outcasts and failures find a place where they belong. And look, the Black Bulls are a mess. They're weird, reckless, a total HR nightmare. But that's what makes watching them so enjoyable. Because in their chaos, Tabata shows us something most shonen skip over: redemption through belonging. Each member, from Charmy's wild hunger to Gorsha's questionable obsession, reflects imperfection transformed into purpose. And Captain Yami, the man's a philosophy in human form. Surpass your limits. Right here, right now. It's not a catchphrase. It's the thesis of Black Clover. Here's the thing. Black Clover wears its influences proudly, but it earns its own legacy through energy and sincerity. It doesn't pretend to be deeper than it is. It just is. Where so many modern anime chase subversion, Black Clover chases feeling. It's emotional honesty wrapped in explosive fight choreography and power scaling chaos. And it's fun. This is a world that celebrates optimism in a genre that's honestly grown increasingly cynical. That's its real rebellion. What makes Black Clover powerful isn't that it reinvents shonen. It embraces it, then challenges what it means. Where Naruto explores destiny through prophecy, Black Clover dismantles it through choice. Where My Hero Academia questions what makes a hero, Black Clover asks, what makes a person worthy of power? And the deeper you go, the more you realize every spell, every battle, every surpass your limits moment is really about faith. Not in gods or kings, but in your own will. Black Clover isn't trying to be profound. It is profound because of its sincerity. It celebrates trying again and again and again. It's messy, emotional, relentlessly hopeful. In a world of dark fantasy and cynical heroes, Black Clover still dares to say, your effort matters, your story matters. Maybe that's not groundbreaking, but it is rare. Even through hiatuses, the community has stayed loyal. Why? Because this isn't just another underdog story. It's an anthem for people who were told they'd never measure up. With the Black Clover movie expanding the lore and whispers of more content on the horizon, it's clear the magic hasn't faded. It's just waiting for its next spark. So maybe it's time we stop calling Black Clover a copy. Maybe it's time we call it what it truly is. A reminder of why we fell in love with shonen in the first place. And now, with Season 2 on the horizon, the Magic Grimoire is opening once again. Fans have waited patiently, and it's finally paying off. New arcs, new stakes, and a level of animation and storytelling that looks ready to raise the bar even higher. If the first run was about proving Black Clover's worth, this next chapter feels like its victory lap. The moment it steps out of the underdog shadow for good. Because this isn't just a return, it's a reminder that the story of grit and heart never really ended. It was just gathering mana for the next spell. So stay tuned, fiction fans. Make sure those notifications are on. Let me know in the comments, what moment made you fall in love with Black Clover? And if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe for weekly fiction breakdowns, analysis, theories, and stories. Until next time, stay curious, stay passionate, and never stop chasing your own kind of magic.